So we're set up here to make the first boring cut on the first F-37 cylinder to bore. You can see I have it set up in the chuck. I made an adapter plate that the cylinder bolts down to through the clamping studs, just like it'll be mounted to the engine. We got a torque plate here on top. The cylinder's torqued down to the torque it'll be on the engine, and we have the big boring bar set up here. I've machined by digital readout for the diameter. I'm going to go ahead and we will set this to enlarge the diameter by 1 millimeter. Now this is the very first cut I'm making on the first cylinder, so I'm not staging the operation here. Well, if it came out bad, maybe I'd show a different video, but it's been honed a little bit to hold with an expanding mandrel for the first machining operations, but it hasn't been machined, so we're going to see what it does. Okay, I'll fire. Nope, that's too slow. Wrong gear. Alright, that's more like it. So we got this thing spinning. You can see it looks a little wobbly from the outside. Maybe you can't tell in the video. The torque plate, everything's kind of off center, but you can see that the bore is actually running very true. Okay, so we're set up to go. I'm going to bring the tool in a little closer. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the cut. Okay, I've engaged the feed, and there we go. We are machining. Get a little lube in there. You can start to see the bore surface forming there. Pretty soon we'll be to the level of the ports and where the cut will go intermittent. There you can hear the intermittent cut now that we've reached the exhaust port. There you hear more intermittent cut as we cross the transfers. Have about 100 millimeters to go, so we're through. I have the Z-axis there set to go to 0 when I'm through, so I don't have to think about when to stop. So we're just kind of running on autopilot here. I think in my last video I said the lathe was a 16 by 40, but it's actually a 17 by 40 lathe. And there's really plenty of machine for dealing with these two-stroke cylinders. So the cut sounds continuous again. There we go, we're getting to the transfer windows on the liner skirt. 48 millimeters to go till we're through. Alright, sounds like we are through the cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and stop the machine, back the tool out, and we'll see what we've got here. Looks like a pretty nice finish. It's probably hard to see in the video, but at least at first shot I don't really see any voids. All I found in these things are really nice metal. They're very nice machining castings. You could see kind of almost a reflective surface there on the bore. I'll take some pictures when the oil's cleaned up and stuff, but I think we're off to a good start.